Hey guys, Sak here from sakitech, and in today's video we are going to be talking about 5 reasons the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra obliterates the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Both of these smartphones are high-level and expensive flagship smartphones, but when you buy the S24 Ultra, you get more features for your money, more bang for your buck. And in this video, we are going to detail 5 key areas where S24 Ultra dominates, where the iPhone 16 Pro Max still is unable to do these things even now. So let's dive in. Alright, the very first thing we're going to be talking about is going to be the display. The display on the S24 Ultra is in fact superior. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So first and foremost, let's go to the display settings right over here. Display, and we have display right here. Now both of these screens are 120 Hz and they both support HDR10+. So far so good. But the S24 Ultra does have a brighter display. It is 2600 nits versus 2000 nits maximum brightness on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Additionally, the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra has an anti-reflective coating on its display that makes it easier to look at if you are in bright conditions or if you are in highly reflective conditions. You can see everything is reflecting less on the S24 Ultra in this particular example. Let's take a look at the sky. So here's some sky and some clouds over here. I'm going to bring the same stuff here and you can see it is more visible on the iPhone, but it's less visible. It makes less of an impact on the S24 Ultra because of that anti-reflective coating, as you can see. Now, the other thing that is superior with the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra is the fact that we have a small pill cutout as opposed to this large pill cutout that houses the Face ID camera system. Now, some people might say this is here because we have the Face ID system, but look at what the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra has. It doesn't sacrifice display real estate, and instead, it gives you a built-in in-display fingerprint sensor that is hiding under the display. So I still get my biometrics, I still get my security, but not at the expense of a display intrusion like this thing, which matters a lot when you are watching movies. The S24 Ultra simply looks more immersive without that large display intrusion cutting into your display, into your movie watching experience. And when you're playing games, most games are going to play full screen. So that large pill-style cutout is always going to be there. Imagine having a high-definition TV with a pill cutout right over there on the corner, intruding into your immersiveness. So the S24 Ultra wins this category, demolishes the iPhone, brighter display, less reflective display, a more immersive display. So let's move on and talk about the next category. Alright, so let's talk about AI. So the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra is in fact loaded with AI features. We have a menu right here that has all the AI capabilities built into this phone, and they are in fact amazing. I'm going to show you a couple examples. Now the iPhone currently does not have any AI functionality. It is advertised to have it, but it's not available yet. It is going to come out in installments. So if I go to my settings, you're supposed to see Apple Intelligence and Siri right here. It is not there. Here's the beta version. This is what you're supposed to see. You're supposed to have some Apple Intelligence features. So that is not available right now. Meanwhile, the S24 Ultra has had it for almost a year. Now here's a couple examples of amazing AI features. First, let's pinch the screen, go to Wallpaper and Style, go to Change Wallpapers, and tap on Create with AI. So let me see what I can do with the wallpapers. So all these wallpapers have been created with the magic of AI. So basically, I can choose any one of these options. For example, imaginary. Then I can say, make me a surreal lamp or a surreal castle made out of, let's say, lace. And then I pick a color, coral and tan, whatever color you want, and then tap on generate, and that is going to generate a brand new wallpaper out of thin air. And these wallpapers, as you'll see, look fantastical. Really beautiful, magical wallpapers, and I can recreate, and it's going to give me a different result every single time, so I can have a unique wallpaper every single time. Let's say lighthouse or a bridge, tap on generate, and look at that. Crazy, okay? Now, this is also an AI wallpaper right there in the background. Again, iPhone doesn't have anything like that. Even with the advertised features, it doesn't have it. Here's another example. So I'm going to bring up this option known as sketch to image. I'm going to tap right over here. Okay, let me draw something low level. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a car, a sports car. So you can see that's a very low level sketch. And then I'm going to choose, let's just choose the sketch option. I'm going to tap on generate. Okay, so now I'm able to convert my simple doodles into art. Let's see what happens. Boom, that's what I get with the sketch functionality. And I do get multiple options, as you can see. And it also stays true to my base sketch. So it doesn't turn it into a Ferrari. It retains the overall shape of what I drew and gives me artistic images in response that I can save and share, print, set as a wallpaper, whatever. Now let me show you one last example. Again, if I tap on the intelligence button in my gallery, okay, I can say Portrait Studio, and I can say I want to do a sketch of my face, or anybody, could be your friends, family, whatever, kids. Tap on generate and look at what happens. There we go. I'm able to create these amazing sketches out of my photos. And again, I can do multiple options. We do not have that option on the iPhone. I don't think we're going to get something like that on the iPhone anyway, even with the advertised features that are supposed to be included. Let me show you one more quick example. Tap on Intelligence, tap on Portrait Studio. If you have two people in a photo, you can select the one that you do want to make a sketch out of, okay? So in this case, I'm going to pick the face of my daughter. I'm going to say sketch. Let's see what that does. Boom, that is absolutely amazing. Okay, these are highly usable photos, and I can tap and download them for later use. All right, so that's it. Let's move on to the next category. All right, guys, so the next thing we're going to be talking about is going to be the S Pen powerful tool. It is a multifunctional tool. So for example, I can take notes, no problem. I can create a note and start jotting down notes. I can go full screen, of course, if I want to. And I have all these pens I can choose from to make my notes even more customized. If I'm in a math class, I can create things like this, no problem. With the S Pen, it self-corrects, as you can see. So even if I do a triangle like this, it's going to self-correct to perfection. I can use it to navigate my phone, as you can see. If I've got the skill, I can even draw things with high precision using the S Pen. So that is also great. And I can use the S Pen as a remote control to control my phone. For example, I can switch between photos like this. I can even do PowerPoint presentations. You can see if I double tap, it goes back. If I tap again, it goes to the front. This is absolutely crazy, as you can see. And I can even use it to take photos. So if I was in my camera, I can press the button and you can see it started to take a photo. Or if I'm in the video option, I can tap this and it's going to start to record a video, as you just saw. And I can press it to pause it. So we have remote control functionality, and it's pretty deep. If I go to my settings, Air Actions allow me to do so much more, and it is fully customizable. You can see use your S Pen as a remote control. So that in itself is a feature basically no other phone in the world has, and certainly the iPhone doesn't have it. Alright, so next up, let's talk about customization. The Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra is going to be far more customizable. Now the iPhone is doing a great job by adding brand new features. It is catching up to the Samsung phones and Android phones by allowing some really great options, as you can see, okay? But it is still behind when it comes to deeper customization. So I want to give you some examples here, even though I do want to compliment the iPhone for having this great control center setup, which is also fully customizable, and I do believe it is better than the control center on the Samsung One UI. As far as customization is concerned, I can have multiple screens, and each screen, in fact, is fully editable based on my needs. Okay, so that's great. But let's look at the options you have on the S24 Ultra that the iPhone most likely is not going to have for a whole bunch of years. Now, the first one is powerful video wallpapers that look gorgeous. So let's go over here, go to change wallpapers. I'm going to go to my wallpapers from my Galaxy themes. And look at this. I can have beautiful video wallpapers like this one. Okay, just one example. Here's another example. Okay, and you have different categories. So if I want something that is tech related, I can have something like that and have something like this. Okay, and all these can be set on my lock screen. Let me give you an example. Let's do this one right here. I'm going to tap on done, go to the lock screen, and wake it up, and look at this. Just a nice touch. Here's another example of a gorgeous video wallpaper that you can have. Look at this. A highly tech-oriented wallpaper that is quite amazing. It just adds a flair to the phone, not available on the iPhone. And of course, you can record any video on your phone and set that as a video wallpaper. So for example, this video right here, I recorded with my phone, and I can simply tap over here and I can set this as a wallpaper on the lock screen, and look at that. I can now have it right there on my lock screen, and it's something I made myself, and you can do this with any video. That's crazy, okay? So we're gonna exit that for now. Additionally, you have things like the Good Lock module that allows you to customize every nook and cranny of your phone as opposed to the iPhone, which is limited in nature. So for example, I can go to my Keys Cafe right here, and I can modify my keyboard to have special effects. I'm going to tap on continue, so I can have any one of these colors. Okay, I can pick this one, I can tap on apply, and then I can also go over here and I can choose these effects as I tap on the keys. So look at this, I can preview it right here, so look at this. Okay, so that's just one example. If I go back, if I tap this, go back over here. So here's one more example. So look at this. That is crazy levels of customization, but the funny thing is, you can do this with every aspect of the phone. So I can even have something like this. This is something I added myself. Okay, I swipe diagonally down, and bam, I get a task switcher. Again, you cannot do that on the iPhone. Everything is set in place. You can customize it within that space, but beyond that space, you cannot add functions like this or stuff like this. You can see, I can see all my CPU, GPU information on my edge screen. So definitely a more customizable experience. And again, that is the tip of the iceberg, but that is what's available on Samsung One UI and not on the iPhone. Alright, so let me show you one more feature exclusive to the Samsung Galaxy smartphones. So right here I have the S24 Ultra. Here I have a Wi-Fi high definition TV. So what I can do is I can project this phone to that TV in the form of a computer so I can get some work done. So let me show you what that is. So if I go to my settings on this guy, and if I scroll down to connected devices, I can go to what is known as Samsung DeX. And then I can say Start DeX, and that's going to look for any wireless high definition TVs. And then what I can do is I can tap on Start Now, and it's going to project the phone to the TV, and it's going to start Samsung DeX. And this is a computer interface. It's not a smartphone interface. It is a computer interface. Now I can connect a wireless mouse and a keyboard to the phone, and I can control this entire setup to get some work done or whatever. I can even go over to my phone right here, okay? And look at this. I can use my phone as a touchpad. So I tap on this one. The phone just turned into a touchpad. So now, look at this. There's the mouse moving around, as you can see. I can go over here. I can go to the settings. They open up as regular windows. So I have a fully functional desktop computer. It is not Windows, but it gets all the basic stuff done. Check your emails, watch videos, play games, word processing, Excel, spreadsheet processing. Whatever you need to do, you can get it right here. You can see I have multiple windows running, and I can even access my gallery, and I can even see my pictures in a larger screen, as you can see. Okay, you can see we have a taskbar. I can access all my apps and everything. So that's Samsung DeX, another feature the iPhone does not have. Alright, so that brings us to the end of the video. 5 reasons the S24 Ultra destroys. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, drop them down below. Let me know what you think. For now, have a fantastic day.